and today I'm here to react to episode 5 of The Wilds. I'm kind of sick, so if my voice sounds like I'm a prepubescent boy coming into puberty at certain points, that's why. I'm really excited to watch this episode though, because this is Fatin's episode, and I love Fatin. She's definitely one of my top 3 fave, I would say, right now. I think Shelby and Fatin probably are still my faves. And then I like Nora, but like she's kind of dropped off recently because she hasn't really done much. So I'm just excited to learn more about Fatin's background and her home life, because we know she does not like her parents and everything like that. So yeah, let's go. Oh my gosh, don't burn yourself, Leah. She freaking like dove in there. Oh my gosh, she's wearing that. Okay, so you'll not stand up for her when Leah picks on her, but you can wear a coat. That's cool, Nora. That's cool. Oof. Shelby's like, well, that's not the only person that exists, so thank you. Yeah, that's kind of your whole existence right now. They had a lighter. I feel like they just gloss over some of the things that I'm like, how did they essentially survive? Like, they glossed over the fact when they were like, yeah, we had like some nuts and fruits from the plane. I'm like, that was never mentioned before. And now she's just casually like, yeah, we had a lighter to start a fire. I'm like, okay, cool. Please throw it in there. Oh my gosh, she's going like psychotic over it. Why do they all just let her? Uh-oh. Oh shite, that's a lot of blood. That's a lot of blood. Someone needs to just like deck Leah, okay? Like, I'm just so sick of her like going after these people and everyone just being like, back off, like grab her off the people. You are much stronger than she is, as she said multiple times. Strength is not her strong suit. Full pun intended. That's a fair point. Oh my gosh, she's wearing the shirt she was wearing in the flashback, Rachel. That's so funny. It really is true that like she's the only one with like clothes, so I like seeing all of them use them. It's funny. Tony's like, shut. That's not comforting. Yeah, Leah, what are we gonna do now? Oh, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, Dot's like primo person I would want when I'm trying to find someone in the forest. Oh, shut up, Leah. She's so annoying. Yeah, thank you, Dot. Okay, thank you, Dot. Oh, look at her go. I could never ever. I tried to play the guitar when I was like little, and I gave it up after one lesson because it hurt my fingers. So I could never ever do as much as she's doing. That's so intense. So she seems to get along with her dad, but like, remember when she was first on the island? She was like, "Screw my parents" or whatever. Why does she also now hate the dad? She so does not look like a teenager though. Like, this episode has convinced me more and more. She looks like a 20-something-year-old out for like a night at the club, not a 17-year-old. Does that sounds like he's cheating to me, doesn't it? Like, whenever someone thinks of like an outlet, I either think of like on a show drugs or cheating. So what happens with them? They're so buddy buddy now. Like, I get her mom she doesn't get along with, but what the heck happened with her dad? Well, that's pretty. If only they weren't stuck on this island, you could enjoy the view. Oh, surprise, surprise. Leah is mentally breaking down again. We need to get this girl on like some Xanax like ASAP. She definitely has like some type of mental illness. Oh no, no more games, Shelby, please. Right on time. Do I not tell you that every single episode she picks a different person to just go ham on? Yeah. So maybe you should stop being so, like, temperamental. Yeah, we need to split this party immediately because Leah's gonna blow a fuse. That's not a good way to dispute it. She needs meds. She needs therapy. She needs help. Yeah. You're not crazy. You are mentally ill, though. You do need some help. What does she do? Tell me my girl fights back. Because, I mean, we did see when Leah provoked her that first time, her instinct was wipe my blood on her face, so. I can't show that. What the? I called it. Did I not say if anyone ever says outlet in their life, it's drugs or cheating? I called it. She did what? What? Could she hear that from that far away, really? Oh, no, no. Why were you away from the fire for that long that it got that low? Like, I would always be within vicinity of it where I can see it. Sounds like she's giving birth. Oh, she's so lucky she got that working. Or Leah probably would have killed her, along with some of the other ones. But Leah, I feel like, is the most capable of that at this point. Hey, guys. Anything you want to say to each other after almost dying? Already? Yeah, Leah, I don't want to say is losing it because I think she's already lost it. It's just like she has like this like disassociative borderline, I guess like borderline, right? Personality. Like she just switches so quickly. Oh my gosh, she's fine. They're gonna kill her. They're gonna kill her if she was fine. Oh, so was that not blood? Was that the nail polish? Because it's red. Was that the nail polish on the thing she ripped? Or it could have been her leg, because her leg was bleeding from when Leah tripped her. It just looked like a lot of blood. Water! Frick, yes! Oh my gosh, that's such a beautiful sight. I'm so happy she found it too now. They're gonna stop shiting on her, because she's actually, like, contributing more than just, you know, clothes and toothbrushes and stuff. You are useful, Fatin. Exact. I love her. I love her. I love their dynamic. I don't know if it's gonna turn into like a relationship, but I love it so far. It's so cute. Poor Nora's like, man, I really stink. I could, you know, really use a bath. And these ones are just like, woo! A skank tour. Oh my gosh, Pat, and I love her. That's not the mom from Never Have I Ever, is it? It looks just like her. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up logic. You have respect for the family after what you did? How? She did one thing. How does the dad respect the family if he's cheating all over the place? Like, I don't. This is some fricked up logic she lives in. Whew, I feel bad for her. No wonder she hates her parents. Didn't he find out? Do you think the friggin' Gretchen found out and, like, wanted her and was like, oh, this is how we'll get her to my retreat? Because I don't think any of these people found this retreat. I think they did, but I think Gretchen really found these girls. No, that's, like, no. Yeah, like anything she did is in action because of you. So like there was nothing for her to do if you hadn't done your thing. Okay. How exactly? With her little cello bow, she's gonna keep you all off or whatever. Also, I don't know what kid means. I just meant fight, I guess. Isn't she 17? How long can you send her to a boarding school for? You should go break some of his fancy watches or whatever that he loves so much. This is like the definition of, I would say, chaotic good, chaotic neutral, you know? Is she gonna sell those? Yes, queen. You're so smart. No boarding school for her. I could buy her rent in a nice apartment. Rent. I don't know why that it's the sick. I don't know why it came out weird. Rent in a nice apartment for a while. Oh, I feel bad for these little boys. They're gonna grow up with a terrible father figure. Oh, that's why she could finally get her nails done because she doesn't have to do the cello anymore. I feel bad for them. They just have shitty parents who care about looks instead of like actually anything else. Yeah, what are we doing with the food situation now, my friend? I get that, but I'm also like, you guys need to start like killing snakes and like small rodents and frying them up over your thing because it's pretty bad. Like no one has seemed to thought of it, and I'm like, we really this would be like one of my first thoughts is like, what animals can we kill and then cook and eat? I'm sorry, yeah. Yep. I love her. She just rolls with it. It's so nice. Like she's not even giving it a hard time. She's just like, it's fine. Aww. I feel like Leah really needs a hug, so that's kind of nice. Like, really needs a hug. Oh, yes, thank you, finally. I'm so proud of her. Burn that book, burn the memories of that mother fricker that took advantage of you. Like, just burn it all, thank you. It's gone? Oh, shut up. They took it. That was their thing when they were like, we gotta go do this. Oh my gosh, that's so. How are they gonna explain this away? I would be like, how? There was no way the tide pulled her out, and like that's Leah's like, yeah, no, I'm with Leah on this one. There's no way. Well, I mean, I know that it wasn't the tide, but like I would be like, no, I'm not like it's not the tide that it just leaves it that perfectly, because everything else was still intact. Leah's like moved on to her next obsession. She's right. It's just like she gets so like intense about things that I don't. No one's gonna listen to her. Hey, we finally get to see her. Wow, she looks so different with her hair down. See, that's what I meant. Yeah. Oh. Also, because it's kind of weird. I would be like like it's just too convenient. Because you can see in her eyes where like she just like starts to like lose like her sense of reality. I guess she does feel the most connected to Jeanette because like she woke up with Jeanette, right? Like she dragged her in. So how strange. I don't understand how like 120 feet from camp. How did Nora not hear? That has to mean that Nora's the mole, right? Because there is no way that Nora didn't hear that, especially after like their camp is like I would assume where Leah had slept that first night when she heard the phone going off. So like if you could hear a phone going off at night, like surely Nora would have heard like shovels and all the stuff they need to dig that body up. And she was gone. Remember? I was like, why was she so far away from the fire? And she had like sticks, like she was carrying them, like she was collecting them. But that could be why she went so far away. Was she went to like check in on them or something? And I feel like it makes sense because I said it would always be someone who's in the background more, like a Shelby or a Nora kind of situation, someone who's not really doing stuff, but like just pushing them in different directions. And she never really does anything. She always just goes along with what is already planned. Like someone was already going to check the fire, and she was like, no, I'll be the one that checks the fire. I don't know. I just feel like it has to be her. It's too convenient that she was the one there and didn't hear them digging up this body unless they did it in maybe like the 5 or 10 minutes that they were gone originally, all of them to go look for Fatin. It's just too convenient. I think it's Nora. But then that begs the question, why would she ever agree to like bring her sister out on this? I think it's weird that nobody, like, she didn't hear and she was the only one back. So I don't know. If you have any theories, leave your thoughts on it down below in the comments. But also make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!